I don't know. If you clicked on this link and you're on this video, you hopefully read um, an article in the ASA Incorporate newsletter focusing on Warrior One. If you've come to this link any other way and you want to have a little guided one-on-one with Warrior One, then you're welcome to stay. So we'll get right into it. If you've read the article, then you've got some of the basics in mind. So let's just go through the posture and the practice itself. So starting off in mountain pose, feet about hip width apart. I'm lining myself up on the lengthwise of my mat because I want to be able to use it to step on. We'll stay in mountain pose, feet hip width, grounded, find a nice long spine, arms down at the side. You can imagine you've got a little string at the top of the head, just pulling you up nice and tall. And we'll stay there for 10, 20 breaths, have a little check in, just notice how things are feeling. Maybe noticing how your neck and your back are, especially if you've been sitting for quite a while, lower back, your hips. And that's how you feel physically, but maybe almost, but also notice how you're feeling energetically, mentally, emotionally. Maybe you're quite low energy, but maybe also you're feeling a bit frazzled. Maybe even if you thought you were low energy, you stand up and you realize that things are revving quite high. And then start to breathe in and out through the nose if that feels comfortable and you can. And find a nice even count. So it might be breathing in and out for 4, 6, 8. Just see if you can match and find a rhythm where you've got the same length of breath, both on the inhale and the exhale. Right. Good. Now let's go ahead and set ourselves up. So pick one foot that's going to be your back foot. I'm going to pick my right. I'm just going to turn it out 30, 45 degrees, something that's comfortable. And then go ahead and step forward with the other foot. So we want the soles of both feet to be nice and flat on the ground, weight spread as evenly as possible between the two. And then the wider you go, the more stability you have, and the same with the length of the stance. So find one that's comfortable. And when you bend into the front knee, you can comfortably bend into it, you're balanced, and also the back foot stays flat on the ground. So if you find the heel is coming up, then maybe just make that a little bit shorter. Good. So you found your stance, straighten both knees, arms down the side, and then go ahead and pick a point somewhere in front of you. Maybe it's on the wall or something else. Maybe if you're looking out a window, gazing outside at something can be quite nice. And just fix your gaze on that point. And then when you're ready, we'll go ahead and start with the inhale, bend into that front knee, and go ahead and lift the arms up. I like to lift them up in more of a Y shape rather than the arms together like the God diagram in the article. And on the exhale, you're going to come back to the start. Good. So we'll just move in and out of that a few times here. Go ahead and inhale, bend into the front knee, lifting the arms, gaze stays fixed. And then on your exhale, go ahead and re-straighten that knee, bring the arms down to the side and back to the start position. Good. You're going to keep on going, move at your own pace. See if you can find that rhythm that you found in the check-in, nice and even in and out. And just keep going with this variation for a couple more rounds. Settle into your rhythm. Good. One last one. Good. Meet me back at the start. And then we didn't talk about this in the article, but let's do a slightly different variation of it. So same starting position, and we'll still be moving in out of it. We're just going to add a couple things. I'll meet you at the start. And then let's go ahead on inhale and come into that warrior one position. We're going to stay here. On your exhale, let the shoulders soften a bit. Maybe draw the belly in, engage that core a little bit more. And then on the next inhale, we're gonna go ahead and open, maybe stretch out the chest a little bit more. Good. And then let the exhale bring you back to the start position. So we'll do a few rounds of basically adding a breath in the middle, but having some focus points as we do that. So inhale, come on into it. Stay for the exhale, soften the shoulders, draw the belly in. And then inhale, open up that little bit more. Exhale, come on back to the start. Good. Let's do one more round together. Inhale, come on into it. Stay for the exhale, soften the shoulders, engage the core. And on the inhale, lengthen, open a bit more. Keep those feet grounded, really root in. And exhale, come on back to the start. And go ahead and do a few more rounds on your own. Just adding that breath in the middle, staying for one breath, and really focusing on what you're feeling in your body. Good. Let's do one more round, last one here. Good. When you're finished, just go ahead and step back into mountain pose. Take a few breaths here. You can even close your eyes for the check-in and just notice how everything is feeling. You might notice a difference between the left and the right as well, because we've just done one side so far. Good. And then let's go ahead and set ourselves up for the second side. So whichever foot you had at the back last time, opposite foot now, turn that out a little bit, step forward. And again, check in to see what the right position is on this side. So often we'll have one side tighter than the other, and it might not be exactly the same, but be as close as you can to what you did on the other side. And then I'll meet you in the start position. And the first few rounds, again, we'll just go in and out of it like we did on the other side. When you're ready, find your gazing point and keep your gaze on that point. And then go ahead with the inhale, bend into that front knee, lift the arms, open the chest, lengthen the spine. And then exhale, come on back to the start. Good. One more round together. Inhale, come on into it. And exhale back to the start. And then keep on going at your own pace. Find that even rhythm again. Maybe you're a little bit slower or quicker than my pace today. As you come in and out of it at your pace, really start to focus on all those different little things happening. Your gaze nice and steady. When you come into it, the grounding of the feet, stretching that back hip, opening of the chest, lengthening of the spine. Good. Let's do 2 more rounds. Good. When you're finished that second round, meet you back in the start position. And then let's go ahead and do the second variation. I'm going to add one more thing now that we're sort of used to that. We're just adding that one breath in the middle. So I'll do the first couple together and then I'll leave you again to do a few rounds of your own. So start position. And then let's go ahead, come on into it on the inhale. We're going to stay for that one breath. Exhale, soften the shoulders, the belly in, really root down in the feet. And then on the inhale, lengthen a little bit more, open a bit more. Now, as we exhale and come back to the start, go ahead and let your chin dip to your chest. So bowing the head. Good. Inhale, come on back into it. Bring your gaze nice and steady in front of you again. Stay for the exhale, soften. Stay for the inhale, lengthen, open, root down. Exhale, come back to the start. If you bow the head, bow the chin down. Good. Let's do one more together. Inhale, come on into it. Stay for one breath. Softening first. Then lengthening and opening more on the inhale. And back on the exhale to the start as you let the chin drop down to the chest. Good. Keep going at your own pace. Adding that breath in the middle. And then when you do come out of it, on that exhale, add the bowing of the chin to the chest. Good, couple more rounds. And last round, finish off the one that you're on. Good, and again, when you're done, just come on, step back into mountain, have your little check-in, close the eyes if that feels comfortable. Notice how everything is feeling now. Good. And then one last little bonus. So because we did something that we're doing asymmetrical things, meaning both sides of the body are doing slightly different things. Let's just finish off and do a little forward fold, just get everything back to neutral. So again, come into mountain pose. And let's go ahead and inhale, sweep the arms forward and up this time. Let's stay here for a breath, soften the shoulders, just like we did in Warrior One. Inhale, lengthen again, see if you can find some nice length through the spine. And then as you exhale, come into a forward fold. You can bend the knees and sweep the arms just to your lower back. And take a breath or two here. Let your head hang if that feels comfortable. And then let's go ahead on the inhale and come on back up to standing. And we'll do that 2 more times. Exhale, come into the fold. You can put the hands behind the back or maybe just let them hang down. Take a breath or two here. Good, inhale, come on back up to standing, reach the arms up. And then last one, come back into the forward fold. Inhale, come on back, raise the arms, come to standing. And then on the exhale, go ahead and release the arms back down to the side. Take one more little check in here, close the eyes if it's comfortable. See how everything feels. If you want, just shake it out a bit. And that's it. There you go. Hopefully you're feeling slightly more energized, a little bit more focused and grounded, and go back to work, or maybe just have a rest and enjoy the rest of your day.